probably be around again 45 minutes, and more Pilates based. So if you are a Pilates practitioner, you're probably going to recognize some of these moves. It might be a little bit of a weave between yoga and Pilates, but for the most part, we're going to stay with that Pilates sort of feel. Make sure you have room around you. Again, I'm not with you, so I can't see you. So if at any time you have any kind of pain or something is not right, please modify or stop immediately, and make sure that you are comfortable doing the movements. Don't press yourself in any way that you're not sure of. And other than that, let's have some fun. We're going to come down to our mat and just get grounded. So find yourself in a comfortable position. Sometimes you might even like to lie down. Maybe you're already in a lying position. If you are seated like me, I take a cross-legged position most of the time. And then I just like to rock a little side to side. Whatever makes you comfortable, whatever position is going to make you relax, for you to start to get into your body. That's the main point of the beginning of the class, is just to start to reconnect yourself, let go of any thoughts that you don't need, and we're going to really think about the core stability, and all of the muscles that surround the entire midsection of the body for most of the class today. Once you've grounded yourself with a little rocking, maybe if you're lying down, you've just rolled your shoulders a couple times, rolled your head side to side, and then I just want you to close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in, and then just let it go. We'll do a couple of those. They're just nice, big, deep breaths. Don't worry about it. Just take a deep breath in and exhale. One more time. Big, deep inhale and exhale. Now we're going to engage the core a little bit more. So I just want you to think about your long spine. You're either sitting upright or you're lying flat on your back. And you've got this nice, tall, elongated spine. You're bracing your core a little bit because we don't want the air to go into our bellies. We want to be able to breathe through the diaphragm. So I have my eyes closed. If you are lying down, you can put a hand on your belly and you can put one on your chest. And if you are seated, I just want you to place your hands on your knees. You're going to take a breath in, but not a full belly breath, not like a yoga belly breath where we go right into the belly. I want you to keep it in the upper rib cage. So we're going to brace our core a little bit. If you're lying down, that's a little bit easier because you're able to pull in your belly and press down through the lower part of your spine. But if you're seated, and again, I'm doing it seated because a lot of us have office work. We're seated. We cannot get into a supine position. So we're just going to practice breathing through the diaphragm seated. So again, my hands are on my knees, palms up or down, that's choice. Your shoulders are back, you have a long spine. You brace your core. The best way I can explain this is if you are anticipating something is going to happen. You're nervous, you're excited, and you've got that like nerves in your belly, so you've pulled in the belly. Maybe you're thinking of public speaking. That's the kind of brace you want through the core. And then you're going to take a deep breath in and keep it in the upper lungs. And then exhale. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more times. Big inhale. And exhale. 1 more time. Big inhale, keeping the shoulders down, pulling the air into the diaphragm. And exhale. Let's go ahead and make our way lying down now. And we're going to practice the same thing and then add in arm movements. So if you were lying down, you're staying exactly as you were. And if you haven't been lying down, go ahead and do that now. And once you've laid down, just a little shimmy of the hips, a little shoulder, maybe a little rock of the head. And again, this time, place your hand on your belly. Bring the other hand to your chest. Now you're going to do a little bit of an ab brace here. So I'm squeezing and I'm pressing my back down into the mat. Okay? And that way I know that my core is engaged. So once my abdominals are engaged, I'll be able to breathe through the chest. And this is where we're going to see the chest rise and the abs stay braced. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last time, inhale and exhale. Bring your hands down at your side. Bring your front hand, inhale it up over your body, again, just using the diaphragmatic breath. Inhale, and then exhale, switch the hands. Inhale, and exhale. 3 more times. Inhale, exhale. Keep notice of the core brace by breathing through the abdominals and allowing the shoulders to start to get a stretch. Now we're going to take it the other way. So bring your first hand all the way up, the front hand all the way up, and then we're going to sweep both hands like a clock around you, and then bring it up and do the same thing the other way. Sweep and down. So inhale, one hand comes up, the other down by your side, and then do it the other way. We'll do this 2 more times. Big inhale, keep squeezing the core, keep breathing through the upper lungs, not into the belly. 1 more time, big reach, and sweep around. There's a lot to think about when we're doing this type of breathing. Let's put the 2 together. Sweep up all the way. Now your back hand sweeps down for the clock, and then we're going to switch, slice in the air, and then around the other way. Let's continue to do that. A couple more times. Inhale, exhale, sweep. Inhale, hands up over the head. Exhale, sweep. Last go. Inhale, exhale, sweep. Inhale, exhale, sweep. All right, let's bring our hands down by our sides. And now that we're here, slowly bring one heel towards your bum, followed by the other. Okay, we're bracing that core, and we're just going to start off with a tabletop. So just bring your knees to stack over your hips. And once you've got that, we're just going to do a toe tap. So tap the leg down, make sure your lower abdominals are engaged, and then tap the other leg down. So upper body is relaxed. Tap, inhale, exhale, tap, inhale, stack. Let's do that a couple more times. We're preparing for the Pilates 100s, and this is just engaging our lower abdominals. Okay. Now we can place both feet down. We're going to bring our fingertips to our temple. And we're just going to roll up a little bit. So heels close to your bum, and you're going to tuck your chin slightly and just roll up as you exhale and inhale, come back. Now we got to do things very slow because it is a mind-body practice, and I know we love to go fast, and we'll get there. We're just really experiencing our core section right now. So elbows out to the side, chin slightly tucked. Exhale as you squeeze up, and inhale as you come back. 1 more time, squeeze up and come back. All right, we're going to bring our knees into a tabletop. We're going to reach behind those knees, and we're just going to go rolling like a ball. So we're going to tuck our chin in slightly. We're going to drop the feet down as we roll up. Try and keep the spine circular. So my shoulders are in. We're thinking about the shape of a ball, and then we roll back, and we roll up, tap the toes. Inhale, exhale, tap. Inhale, exhale, tap. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, tap. Last one. Inhale, exhale, tap. And go ahead and roll back down. We are ready for the Pilates 100. So we have options. We can start with our feet on the floor, bracing that core, hands down at your side. Okay? When we start to pump, we pump our hands and we breathe out for a count of 5. And then we breathe in for a count of 5. Now your 5 might be different than mine. And this is just to get the blood flowing in the body, really engaging the core, getting some of the shoulder work because we're pumping the arms. So let's start with just that. Pump the arms. Now, first level. Tuck the chin and lift up, and you can feel your abdominals brace. Okay, if you've got that, you can start your breathing. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Adding in the legs. And exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. If this is good, you can also extend the legs all the way out to a 45. Keep your breathing. Remember, in for 5, out for 5. If you need to take a break, please do. If your quads are on fire, front of your legs are feeling it, turn your toes out and bring your heels together. This is another way. Keep going. Are we breathing? Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's keep doing it. We'll do about 3 more cycles wherever your legs are, whatever you feel, however you're breathing. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly come down. All right, so we should feel some energy now. Some blood is pumping. Just rock your head side to side. And let's go ahead and come into our leg circles. So your hands are down at your side, palms out. Take your knees and stack them up. We're going to pull the knees into the chest first. Just do a little drop to one side with the knees. Come all the way back up and then to the other side. So palms are down. You're just giving your back a little bit of a stretch here. Now again, if your knees want to come all the way down to the ground, that's fine. If they don't make it there, don't worry about it. I'd like the shoulders to stay, both shoulders, on the ground as you go side to side. So you're using your core and not allowing your shoulders to give you extra leeway to drop down. I really want you to use your abdominal muscles to pull yourself back up. And then one more to the side. Go ahead and come to center. Drop your back leg down. And we're going to start off with a knee bent. You can go with straight leg right off the bat if you're comfortable, but I like to start off with the layers, and that way you know all the different ways that you can do this particular circle with the leg. So we're going to pull the knee into the chest, rotate it out and around, bring it in and back to the start. So exhale, inhale around. Now, the key is to keep the other knee pointing straight to the sky. It doesn't wobble around. So if it's starting to wobble and you're losing your core brace, then I just need you to make the range of circle smaller, okay? If you're good with this and your hamstrings are okay, you can go ahead and get it a little bit longer. So extend that leg out. Mine isn't fully extended. So do a couple of more revolutions this way. Inhaling to come in, exhaling out. And then we can take it fully into an extended leg. Again, we're not looking for a huge range of motion here. We're looking for stability in the pelvis. Again, remember, it's all about the core work and breathing using the diaphragm as opposed to any of the other big muscles that we tend to use when we are breathing. Relax the shoulders, relax the face. One more big circle. Exhale. And let's put that foot down. Reposition yourself if you need to. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Start with knee bent. You can go to the extended leg if you would like to. Pull the knee in. Go all the way out to the side. Bring it around and up. Okay, so again, take a look at that knee that is in the front. We don't want it moving around. We want to brace our core so we're stable right through the pelvis. Circle around. We're getting some hip mobility here. This is really excellent for us because we sit a lot. We don't get a lot of mobility in those hips. If you want to go a little bit further into more of a leg extension, but not a full leg extension, feel free to play with this. Okay. If you're okay to go to the full length of the leg, you can go ahead and point to the ceiling and draw a circle. And again, don't let me limit you if you can go a little bit bigger than me. But my hips today seem to be pretty good, especially my back hip. Don't be surprised if one hip has a bigger range of motion. Again, that is completely normal. We have a dominant side of our body, So we usually have differences and imbalances, and that's what we're addressing today. We're trying to eliminate great imbalances in the body. One more time. And bring it all the way up. Let's place both of our feet down, bring our hands down by our side. Let's just do a little roll up here into a bridge pose, I should say. So we're going to do it nice and slow. You're going to tip the tailbone. Then you're going to slowly roll up through each vertebrae. Big inhale to come all the way up. Squeeze your butt. And then slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, coming down. Now that can be a little bit tricky. So try your best to go vertebrae by vertebrae. A lot of times in our fitness classes and other classes, we just pop our butt up and we squeeze our glutes and hamstrings. We don't think about the mobility of the spine. But your spine needs to be mobile for your ability to use your hips and your glute muscles effectively. They're all combined. So if you have an imbalance in one of these areas, either weak glutes, tight hamstrings, spine that is inflexible or less flexible, you will end up having some kind of sensation that is probably not particularly good for walking, jumping, running, all the things that the posterior of the body need to have. Good flexibility of the spine, strong glutes, and good loose hamstrings. Well, not loose, but not tight hamstrings. One more time, big inhale, peel yourself up, vertebrae by vertebrae, coming all the way up, and then slowly rolling down. All right, so now that we're back on the ground here, we're going to do some nice rollovers. I don't know if you guys can see him, but there's a little tiny gecko hanging out with me here, so if you have a chance to peek, here's a little guy just doing his thing, so he can watch us do some rolling. So make sure you're in the center of your mat, and your hands are down at your side. Shake out your head, and let's go ahead and just push up, roll up, and then roll down. Now, if you can't get your feet over your head, don't worry about it. We're just pushing up and coming back down. If this isn't working for you at all, to come into a little bit of a butt lift, feel free just to rock up and rock. Okay, so this is the option. If you're good and you want to do a little rock over and then rock back, rock up, maybe you can get those toes to touch. Again, every day is different, so don't worry about how far you can roll up. I'm rolling up and rolling down. Again, mobility of the spine. If you have any neck issues, I don't recommend the roll up. So just go over and down. One more time, roll up and roll down. All right, so now that we have loosened that up, whether we're rolling back and forth with our hands on our knees or getting our feet right above our head, we are now preparing ourselves for a little bit of work on a shoulder. So, hands are at your side. We're going to take a deep breath in. Exhale and roll up and see if you can catch your hips with your hands. Okay? So if you have gotten to this position, you're going to start a bicycle. If you cannot get into this position today, don't worry about it. Just come down and do the bicycle on your bum on the ground. So right now we're just going to pedal around in a circle. Some nice big motions forward. Again, not trying to rest too much weight in your hands. You're bracing your core and you're taking a lot of the work out of holding your butt up with your hands and putting it into the core. Moving those legs around nice and smooth. You can lengthen them out. You can reach those toes. You can keep the circle smaller. Let's have some fun. Let's reverse this. So pull out and out. Big circles. Nice deep breathing. Inhale. Exhale, nice and slow. Inhale. Exhale. All right. Now, if you're good with the circles, you can go ahead and bring your feet up. And we're just going to allow ourselves to slowly roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. So slowly roll down through the spine and come down. All right, let's lower the feet down one at a time. our tabletop position with our hands underneath our shoulders and knees underneath the hips. All right, now that we've gotten this position, roll the shoulders back and engage the core. So we've got a nice long spine. From here, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and extend your front leg. Okay, if you need extra padding for the knee, please do so. Shoulders back and down. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring that knee to the tricep and then kick it all the way back out. Okay, so it's a side crunch, exhale, crunch, and inhale. Let's go ahead and see if we can look at that knee as it comes in towards the tricep, and then kick it back. Go ahead and exhale, squeeze, feeling the side obliques work, kick it back. One more time, squeeze, and kick it back. All right, let's go a little bit deeper. Come down onto your forearms, okay? And roll the shoulders back. Keep that leg kicked out. If this is too much, come back into the hands. If you had problems with the wrist, this might be the way to go, but it's a little bit more challenging to pull that knee up into that tricep, touching the elbow or touching the tricep, and then kicking it back. Brace the core, exhale, take a look. You're getting cervical spine when you look at that knee. If it's not available, keep looking at your thumbs. Exhale, squeeze, and inhale back. Two more, exhale, squeeze, and inhale. Last time, you should be feeling your butt start to light up a bit now. And out, and hold here. Now, hands or elbows, whatever you prefer, we're going to draw those circles. Point the toe. Give me a little circle. Start with a little circle. It's about the size of a baseball. Brace your core, pull the shoulders back, and then we're driving a little bit bigger. Okay, you're trying to stabilize your hips. If you need to, go a little slower so that your hips aren't swaying. Really brace your core. Then make it bigger. Starting to get that hip mobility again, but in this prone position. Go ahead and make it big as you can. Stabilize. Breathing. Relaxing the face, the jaw. All about holding the core and hip stability. All right, let's start to make them smaller. Okay, so it's a little bit smaller. We're getting away from our hula hoops and going to our basketballs. And then once we've gotten our basketballs, we're taking it back to our softballs or our baseballs. Make it a little bit smaller. And then we're going to do 4 more knees to tricep. So go ahead, exhale, squeeze, and inhale back. Look at your thumbs, look at your knee, exhale, inhale. 2 more, exhale, inhale. Last one, exhale, inhale. Place the knee down, knees outside of your hips. Toes touch, sit back and down. Reach your hands forward. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Softly let it go. So this is any kind of relaxive breathing you want. Okay, so we're just getting ourselves back into relaxation. One more nice deep breath. We're going to do everything on the other side. So again, we've got options here. You can come into the tabletop. Now, what I like to do is remind people that you're pressing down into your fingertips, not into the heel of your hand. You don't walk on the heels of your feet only. You use your toes for a lot of balance and support. We need to do the same thing with our hands. If you need a little reminder, go ahead and fold up your mat so that your fingertips are just slightly lower than your wrists. This is going to remind you to press into the ground. All right? So your choice, whether you have your hands flat but spread out those fingers, roll your shoulders back, brace your core, protect your knees if you need to. I have my toes flexed, so I get a plantar stretch here, but if you would like to put the feet flat on the floor because that works for your ankles, feel free to do that, okay? So, shoulders back and down. The key principle, shoulders away. Engage your core muscles by pulling your belly up into your spine, and then we're shifting the leg out to just higher than hip height. Point your toe, and again, reset your shoulders. Let's draw those little circles, okay? But start slow, and look down at your mat, and really engage your core, because your hips are going to want to go all over the place. Your belly is going to want to sag down, so we want to make sure it's pulled up. Now that we've got this, let's go ahead and make some bigger circles. Okay? Bigger circles, bigger. getting almost to the hula hoop size. Really brace that core. Go with the circle. Go with the big circle. Go with the big circle. Make sure you're not shifting the weight into your hands side to side. We want strong, stable hips and shoulders, long spine. Now make them smaller. Get back to your basketball. All right. Stay with your basketball for a bit. Brace your core. Keep breathing. Deep inhale. Soft exhale. Go ahead and make them into your little baseball, softball, size of an orange. And then make them small as you can, as quick as you can, with stability. All right, let's go ahead and pull the knee into the tricep. Tap and extend it back. Take a look at that knee. See if you can get cervical spine involved. Gives you a little deeper side crunch in your side body. And back. 2 more times. Exhale. See if you can touch. Don't worry if you can't. And if you can't look, stay looking down at the mat. 1 more. And out. All right. Let's go ahead and drop to your forearms. My fingers are touching in a sort of like a fist, but you can always have flat hands. Okay? The key always is, though, shoulders back, core lifted, and we're going to stick out that back leg. So go ahead and stick it out. Point the toe. Let's go for it. Pull into the tricep and then kick it back. Exhale, pull and kick it back. Pull the shoulders back. Breathe out when you crunch. All right. We'll do 3 more of these. Go ahead and exhale, crunch, touch. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, crunch, touch. Send it back. 1 more. And back. Place that foot down. Knees outside the hips. Big toes might touch. And sit back. All right, so we did rotations with our elbows down. We've done some on our backs. We'll get to some other work on the side. But since we're already here working the back, let's go ahead and come into a little bit of work for the upper back. So lie on your belly, little shimmy, feet place them flat. And then once you've got that positioning, hands at your shoulders, just walk your knees together and your feet together. Okay, so now I know that as you're squeezing your knees together and your feet together, you can engage your butt muscles. So right now we're squeezing, hands are at our side. Go ahead and just lift up a little bit. Look down at your mat and just press into your hands and pull your elbows in, engaging your lats and your upper back. Squeeze your butt to protect lower back. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift up. Okay, we're just getting the upper body motion. And then come back down. Inhale. Now you can lift up as high as you want. If you have a lot of spine mobility, like I do, you can lift all the way up. And then slowly lower back down. Again, it's not about the height. It's about the feeling in your back as you're squeezing your bum. Make sure you're squeezing your bum. And come back down. All right. Now, this is where we're going to want to stay a little bit lower. So you're going to lift up just a little bit. You don't have to come into the full extension of those arms. And then when you come down, lift up your feet. Okay, squeeze your inner thighs, squeeze your knees, and squeeze your butt. Then let the feet come down, lift your chest. And then exhale, lift the feet, squeeze the knees together. Let's go ahead and go a little faster. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Again, the height of your lift of your chest is fully dependent on you, and the height that you get, the squeeze of your legs to lift, is dependent on how you can keep those knees together and your butt engaged. 2 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and release down. Go ahead and tuck your toes. Go ahead and push back into child's pose. All right. Let's go ahead and come into some side work. So you're going to come in to a kneeling position, slightly to one side of your mat, just slightly off center. Now that we're here, we're going to kick out one of your legs, the one that's probably slightly off the mat, and come down onto your fingertips, okay? Now that we're here, we're going to take our hand, our top hand, and place it on our hips. And we're going to you can use a block if you have a yoga block or something around if you don't want to be down this far. We will be using our wrists again a little bit later, so I like to kind of stay up on those fingertips to reduce some of that pressure. It's up to you whether you want to go right down onto that wrist. All right, so now we're here. We are lifting up the leg. You lift it up as high as you can, and you've got your hips stacked over one another. You're squeezing your butt, your shoulders are back, and we're pointing our toe. We're going to bring our toe forward, and then on the way back, we're going to flex the heel and come backwards. So inhale, point the toe forward, and exhale, sweep it back. Keep the leg straight. Keep the leg high. Keep the hips from swaying back and forth, because that's what's going to want to happen. As you come back, your hips are going to want to go with you. Keep them stable. Keep that hand right here on that hip so that you know that they're not swaying. Point and flex. Point and flex. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more for good measure. Point, flex, and place that foot down. Okay? So here, the hand can come down, and your foot is placed on a diagonal, sort of pointing towards the center of your mat. So this is the center of our mat, our toe is pointing towards it. Okay? You can stay on your knee, or you can come up into a scissor. So take that back leg and put it behind the other one. Okay? So from here, we're able to lift up and then drop the hip down. Okay? From the knee, inhale up and drop it down. You can do this from the forearm as well, but it's not going to have as big a range of motion, but it will protect your wrist if you have wrist issues. And come down. Let's add on to this one. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, twist through. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, twist through. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, we'll just do one more of these. Very challenging. Inhale and exhale. Go ahead and have a seat. Roll that wrist out. We're going to do everything on the other side. Okay? So again, if you have a yoga block and you want to wrap your fingers around it to take a little bit of the pressure off in the beginning, feel free. But I'm hoping you feel that really good hip, glute, and core engagement from this type of movement. All right, so let's set ourselves up. Just slightly off center, the other way. All the way up, shoulders back, relax, take a couple of breaths. And then we're going to kick out our leg. Okay, once our leg is kicked out, we're going to reach down, fingertips to the mat. Okay, once you're stabilized here, you're making sure that you've got your shoulder in a good position underneath your wrist. Take your other hand up and place it on the hip. Okay, make sure we're not going backwards or forwards. So I'm going to keep my elbow here so you can see if I start to rock, you'll see my elbow follows because that's my hips. So we want to keep those hips stationary. Once you've gotten that good support on that leg, lift up the other one and point the toe. Now again, you keep your leg as high as you can. You bring it forward without those hips swaying, flex the heel and bring it back. Inhale forward and bring it back. Inhale, exhale, float. Good, really challenging. It doesn't look like it would be so challenging, but there's a lot of things going on here. You've got to brace your core. You're using your shoulder girdle as you're holding your hand down. You're thinking about the foot, so you're getting that mobility through the ankle as you point and flex. I know your butt's on fire. We don't need to talk about that. Go ahead, do it 2 more times. Inhale, exhale. Can you go a little bit higher with that leg? Inhale, exhale. Oh, let's do one more because they're great. Inhale, exhale. Ooh, put that foot down on your mat. All right, so place your hand flat down. And again, turn your toe just slightly in towards the center of your mat. Okay, so now you've got the stability. You can stay on the knee and just reach up and then we can come down and scoop through. Okay, so it's not going to be as big of a movement. Or if you'd like that extra challenge, if today is a day that you feel like the challenge is good, you can come into a scissor with the legs, reach up over, and exhale, come down. Just starting off with this one, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more, and then we're adding on. Inhale and exhale. Okay, let's inhale, hips high. Drop them down and squeeze through. Inhale, lift, and exhale, squeeze through. Inhale. This is your side obliques, your shoulder stability. You've got some rotation. Breathe. Make sure you're not holding your breath. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale through. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale through. And release down. Whew. All right. Give it a little shake out here. Have a little seat. Little rock side to side. We're going to take it for some more rolling. Now this is going to be part of the more advanced and challenging part of the class, should you do rolling up, okay? Rolling up and rolling over. Let's just start off with coming onto our mats again. Lengthening our legs, and you can have a knee bend, so don't worry about getting it completely straight if the hamstrings are tight, because again, we sit, and when we sit, our knees are bent, okay? When we do this, we lengthen out, and a lot of the times we don't sit with our legs completely straight out. Long spine, and I just want you to inhale all the way up. Exhale, coming forward. Inhale all the way up, and exhale, roll down. Now, if those knees need to bend, go ahead and bend them to roll down, okay? If you need to help yourself walk up the first few, go ahead and walk yourself up. Inhale the hands up. And reach forward. Inhale. Maybe those knees have to come in a little bit higher. Roll down softly. Now for those of us who might have a little bit more strength in the abdominals, what we're going to do is just come up. Legs are lengthened. Reach over. Inhale all the way up. And slowly roll down. Okay? So take your time. Inhale, exhale, roll up however you have to, walking your hands up, bending those knees, then rolling over. Inhale all the way up, and exhale, lower down. Inhale, exhale, roll up, reaching over. Inhale, exhale, rolling down. Let's do 1 more. Inhale, exhale, reach all the way up. Roll over. And come back to a nice elongated spine. Take your feet out wide. We're going to do a saw. So feet are nice and wide. Heels flexed, shoulders back and down. Inhale your hands all the way up. Take your back hand to your front toe. Don't worry if it doesn't touch. Lean forward. Again, lengthening out some of these hamstrings. Inhale, exhale, lean and reach. Make sure your hips are both connected to the ground. You're like you're set in cement. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, cross. Inhale, exhale, cross. Inhale, exhale, cross. Come all the way up with the hands. Exhale, push the walls away. Shoulders back and down. Fingertips nice and long, so we've got long arms from your center finger all the way to the other center finger, and we've got that nice tall spine. We're going to relax the shoulders. We're going to bring the back hand forward. So exhale, inhale, other way, exhale, and inhale. A couple of more of these. Look behind you if you want. As you go, look behind the hand that's moving behind you. Inhale, tall. Exhale, look. Inhale, exhale, look. Inhale, one more time, look. Last time, look and relax. All right, so got a little bit of shoulders. We're going to come into a deeper version of what we were doing. So again, knees can stay bent. You can help yourself come down. And then you can walk yourself up. Okay, so if that's where you're at, stay with that. Okay, and then just rolling over. Or if you are able to come into a pike position, almost a teaser, we are going to go for that now. So again, you can hold on to your knees, rock back, rock up, tap, and then lift your hands. Okay? Go ahead, come down, rock back, tap, and lift your hands. Now if you're good, rock back, hold balance, lift your hands. Roll back and hold, lift your hands. If you're good, roll back, lift your hands and extend your legs. Roll back, lift and hold, roll back, exhale, inhale, exhale, last two, inhale, exhale, last one, and exhale, relax. How'd you do? Whew. All right, is your heart rate up? I'm going to scooch back into the center of the mat. All right, now that we're here, we're going to go back into lifting the bum. Again, you can stay here and just have your knees bent, hands down at your side. I'm showing you the first level. You do not have to progress from here because this is an exceptionally challenging move. Okay, so now that we've got this, you can elongate the legs, right? And we're going to take these legs and we're going to drop them in a little circle. So just drop a little circle. Okay, knees can be bent and come back up. Now, if you need a longer stability, get those arms out to the side, that's okay too. Go ahead and draw that circle again. Okay, you can feel your abs are kicked in, yes? Go ahead and draw that circle, make it a little bit bigger, and let's draw it the other way. Draw that circle, brace your core, bend the knees if you have to, elongate the hands, relax your jaw, circle around and up, and then circle around and up. One more time, circle down and around and up. Biggest one you've got with control. It's always about control. It's not about range at this point. And up. All right. Bring one foot down, bring the other foot down, and then roll yourself up into seated. So I'm grabbing my knees, rolling up, taking my hands behind me. Okay. Fingertips point to your bum or just slightly out to the side, and it's the same deal, except we're working a lot deeper because we're opening up our chests. Right? Go ahead and bring one knee up. Bend into those elbows, bring the other knee up. Start your circles. See how this feels. Little circle. Okay. And then a little circle. Go ahead, a little circle. And a little circle. If you're not moving around like crazy, then go ahead and extend those legs. Really tough. Go ahead and make that little circle. Stay with the little circles. It's going to really challenge your lower abdominals. Keep your chest open. Circle around. And that's slipping a little bit. So roll around. Stop if your mat is slipping like mine and readjust yourself. Don't worry, you don't have to do every single one. Circle around and up. One more time. Is anyone feeling this? All the way up. And one foot down, the other foot down, and go ahead and have a roll back. All right, let's do a little bit more work from this supine position. Hands down at your side, shake your head out. Remember those lifts that we did? We came into bridge, so go ahead and inhale, tilt the pelvis, vertebrae by vertebrae come all the way up, and then exhale, slowly lower down. One more time, and we're going to stay up all the way up. Again, if you need to come down, feel free. But if you're good here, you're going to lift your front leg to a 90-degree bend. If you have to stay here, feel free to stay here. But if you would like, lengthen out that leg. And then you're going to flex your heel. Okay? So now that we've got this flexion, you're squeezing your butt equally, but you're pressing down into your foot, all right? Not using your shoulders. Press into the foot and use your butt. All right, so we're going to drop it down with the flex and inhale with the point. Exhale, drop with the flex. Inhale, remember your butt can be on the floor, but press into your heel, not into your shoulders of the foot that's connected to the ground. Breathing, exhaling. 2 more, inhale, exhale. It's like you're painting the ceiling all the way up. 1 more time, up, and go ahead and bring that foot down. Let's switch. You can drop down and reset, or you can go ahead and keep your hips level, get that knee to stack, okay? You can flex the foot, and we can just tap it down and point it on the way up. Tap it down, point it on the way up, or extend out into the sky. Heel, flexed. Exhale, point the toe, inhale, bring it up. Keep that hip high and point. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. How about 3 more? Exhale. The lower your heel goes to the floor, the more challenging it is. So again, you don't have to go as low as me. 1 more time. Exhale. Rise it up. Go ahead and bring your foot down. Roll all the way down and pull your knees into your chest. A little rock side to side. And then we'll go into one of the more challenging corkscrews. And again, this does not have to be done fully lifted, so I'm going to show it to you here. We're going to start off with our bums on the floor. We're just going to lift up and twist our feet so that they come up and little twist and come down. Okay? Exhale, twist up and come down. 2 more times. Up and come down. Up and come down. Okay, so that is a very good level to stay at. You're going to feel a lot of your core working. You're going to get that twist in the hip and the control, but it's a little bit faster because you're using momentum. If you want to roll over, I'm going to make sure I've got enough room over my head since I'm on a platform. All right, we can do this. And what we're going to do is come up. So we're going to roll up, catch. Okay, just see if you're okay. And slowly roll down. Go ahead and lift up, catch. And roll down. Now see if you can get up there and not catch, but twist and slowly roll down. Okay, really challenging. If you need to, go ahead and hold for a second and then just slowly roll down through the center. But if you can come up and hold, twist the hips and slowly come down. That is really, really challenging. All the way up, corkscrew, and come down. Now, we're doing it by lifting straight up, twisting, and coming down. There's one more option you can do. We can start with our hips twisted, lift up, shift, and then come down the other way. So, lift up, shift, come down the other way. Lift up, shift, come down the other way. 1 more time, lift, screw around the other way, come down, and feet down. Wow, super challenging for the core, shoulders, back. There's a lot going on there. Hands out wide, heels close to your bum. Go ahead and let those knees drop to the front, towards your screen. Look away. Inhale onto your back and exhale, let the knees drop and look the other way. Coming back. Let's do it 1 more time each side. Go ahead and drop. If you want, that top leg, slide it towards your chest. Hold on to the back of the knee. Turn your palm, the backhand, turn it up. And then take a look at your thumb. A couple more deep breaths here. Let go of your knee. Turn your head back to neutral. Slide the knees together and bring yourself back to center. Again, dropping the other way, so knees drop. If you're comfortable, go ahead and look. Palm face up. Look at your thumb. Shoulders stay down. If you'd like to grab your top knee, pull it in towards your chest, go ahead and do that. A couple of nice deep breaths here. Release your knees, slide the knees back towards one another. Turn your head to look neutrally up at the sky and slowly come back. Let's go ahead and bring our knees into our chest. Go ahead and pull in. We're going to end with a little bit of a scissor here, so go ahead and hold onto one knee, extend the leg out. Your foot can touch the floor or it can hold here. And then you're going to extend the other one up, keeping a knee slightly bent, or if you can, go ahead and extend it all the way out. You can walk your hands up to your calf. And then we're going to pull the knees to stack and extend the other way. So lengthen out that one. You're holding onto the shin, pulling the knee in. You can stay here, or you can extend the leg. Remember, this foot can touch. You can hold it, whatever works for you. And if you've gotten into this shape and you are holding your leg up, you can join me for the double bounce. We're just going to go back and forth. So bounce and bounce, bounce and bounce, bracing that core, giving a little bit more of a stretch to these hamstrings, giving a little bounce to remind yourself to engage the core. A little shift and shift. One more. Shift and shift. Pull the knees into your chest. One foot comes down, followed by the other one. Go ahead and drop your knees to one side. Extend your hand out so that you can roll onto your side and use your bottom arm as your pillow. Front hand just comes in front of your body. Take a moment here. Think about all the work that we've done. We worked our backs. We've worked our sides. We definitely got into those shoulders, the glutes. Definitely the spine, whether you're rolling or rolling over or doing any of that type of work. And again, every day is different, so if today wasn't your day to do any of those rollovers, and maybe it never will, but we know the progressions. And so anytime you move safely within your own capacity, you're going to be improving your health. You'll probably have better sleep. You'll have better joint mobility. Doing so much for our bodies by strengthening, lengthening, curling, rolling, pulsing, breathing. When you're ready, you can sit up. I press my hand into the floor, the one that's in front of the belly. So I use my arms more than my back. And then I walk up with the other hand. And come back into a nice seated posture. Little rock side to side. Hands on your knees, shoulders up, back, and down. Let's try that deep breathing again. So brace your core, close your eyes, really think about the core engagement as if you've got butterflies in your stomach, some kind of exciting thing has happened, you've completed your workout, that's exciting enough, so just brace that core, be proud in the chest, take a deep breath in and puff that chest out, and exhale all that air out, but keep your abdominals squeezed. Let's do that 2 more times. Big inhale, exhale. Last time, big inhale. Exhale. Tall spine, just drop your chin. Roll it over to the right side. Drop your chin, roll it over to the left side. Let's do that one more time each way, making sure that we release any neck tension that we might have created while thinking about some of these movements, trying to get our minds and our bodies to connect as one. Stack your head. And thank you for practicing. I hope you have an enjoyable morning, evening, or afternoon, whenever you happen to be practicing. And hopefully I will have another video for you before the new year. But we'll see how it goes. I'm sure everyone's busy with the holidays. So if you're celebrating, enjoy and stay safe. And hopefully I'll see you one more time before the new year.